I wanted to die. There were days where I wanted to die. And that was something I had never experienced before in my life.
Amy Robach and TJ Holmes are breaking their silence on those affair allegations. The former GMA3 co-host, whose romance became the center of controversy when they were photographed during a getaway in November of 2022, are now detailing their relationship for the first time. During the December 5th premiere of their self-titled podcast, TJ says this while trying to clear any confusion about the status of their relationship when the news first broke.
And so, to be clear, we were outed as being in a relationship, but everyone else thought we were being outed as adulterers, being outed as cheating on our spouses, and it wasn't the case, because the odd thing is that the day those pictures were taken and the day that article was released that outed us, we had both at that point were in divorce proceedings.
Yeah.
The couple, who recently made their red carpet debut, were legally married to other people when they first made headlines. Amy to Melrose Place alum Andrew Shue, they finalized their divorce in March, and TJ to attorney Mara-Lee Fiebig, who settled their divorce in October. Amy explains more about her split at the time the photos were taken, saying this.
It was one of those things where everyone in my tight circle knew I was getting divorced. I took my ring off early August. It was very clear to anyone who knew me that I was in the middle of a divorce. TJ is a much more private person than me and just chose to keep that to himself. But it was hard because anyone who was a viewer or anyone outside of a very small circle didn't know that either one of us were getting divorced. So that was one of the challenges we had in the beginning. So we were trying to clear everything up.
TJ goes on to note that he didn't think to share the news of his relationship with Amy right away, as he was still navigating the aspects of his split within his family.
Look, at that point, my daughter, she's 10. I was still trying to get her adjusted to her new reality of her parents not being together. And I've been working on that for the past 3-4 months. So I didn't want to spring on her in that early that, oh yeah, by the way, you know that Amy Robach, who's actually you've known since you were 1, has been a part of I'm dating her now. I didn't want to do that to her at the time, but I hadn't even told my mom about the divorce. So why the hell am I thinking about telling an executive at the network about it? So that's just where our heads were. And hindsight, sure. And maybe we screwed up.
The former co-hosts also recall the controversy taking its toll on them as individuals and the possible effects it had on their careers, with both being candid about their mental and emotional struggles throughout the fallout.
But this year, I wanted to die. There were days where I wanted to die. And that was something I had never experienced before in my life, where I just didn't want to get up. I didn't want to see what new headline was going to be out there. And that has been such an eye-opening experience. And then to feel like, who is still behind me? Who supports me? Will I work again? Will I be ever trusted again? Will people believe what really happened versus what people have written happened? And those were all things that we had to go through and deal with. I will say that I just felt extremely lucky that we had each other.
Despite the previous struggles, the couple is moving forward in their lives together, saying this about their relationship and the future.
But bottom line, we have not said this. I'm in love with this woman and she's in love with me. And we are planning a life together.